Yo, my people, welcome back to Bros Podcast with me, Amaan. I've got Roshaan, and we've got two special guests. We've got James and Thomas. What are you, man, saying?
I'm alright, thanks.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good, man. Roshaan, what are we doing today?
What are we doing? So let's have some.
That's what I'm asking you. What are we doing
I
today?
know, you tell me, you're hosting it.
We are doing top 10 Premier League central midfielders of all time. Roshaan's position.
I'm a striker, bro.
And you're number 8.
I'm a striker.
Yeah,
What
never.
do you mean?
Only Shayan.
I'm a striker.
You're the best striker.
Listen,
You're the target, man. Shaz the biggest target, man. Dude.
possible.
Yeah, Shaz a poacher now these days. You know that?
Big poacher from keeper to left back. Like, so 11 man gave the list, yeah? Us three. Adil, Jabba, Shaheem, Shaquille, Shadi Smith Jr., Shuaib, Osama, and Taf Shah, you don't. You pieces. So that means that out of 110 points you have, if you put someone first, they got 10 points, second, 9, third, 8. Down to if you put someone 10th, they got 1 point. So the first person on the list, after being selected 10th by Shuaib with 1 point, is Morten Gams Pedersen.
Yes.
Yeah, you is that one.
Who was that guy?
I never heard of him before. Have you heard of him?
No.
Have you heard of
I've
him?
never heard of him before.
He was some Blackburn Rovers player.
Oh, you guys were
Sick.
So on 2 points, after being selected 9th by Adil, is Jorginho Wijnaldum.
He's definitely out of Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Never.
100%.
Wijnaldum's not going anywhere.
Wijnaldum.
He's a decent player though.
Top
He's
10.
alright.
He's not- he's
They're
not
playing,
top
but
10.
not top 10.
Not even top 20.
Yeah.
Even top 30 he's pushing it.
Yeah. He's a Newcastle player though.
Okay, he's Newcastle player. They already joined Newcastle. Probably got them relegated.
Nah, he was Alright, on 3 points, after being selected 8th by Jabba, is Aaron Ramsey.
Probably Ramsey on the list as well.
I think he could have been up there without injuries.
Oh yeah.
But I think the injuries kind of like killed him off.
Now he's at Rangers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what can you do for
Kind of flopped at Juventus, isn't it?
Huh?
Kind of flopped at Juventus.
Oh yeah. The injury, he was bad injured at Juve as well.
Well, why do you go then?
Huh? Because they gave him 300k a week.
Oh yeah.
I'll go there, sit on the bench and never play. On 8 points, we have Ramirez. I put him 10 and James put him 4th.
4.
Yeah. Ramirez is sick, man. I think
Yeah.
when he was at Chelsea, he won so many trophies. Like just that whole midfield, like Lampard, like you know when Drogba was playing as well.
Yeah.
Like they won the Champions League. I mean that team was just sick. Even as a Leeds fan, that Chelsea team was sick.
That goal where he chipped.
Yeah,
Oh,
man, yeah,
oh.
chipped it.
Dirty. What do you hate Ramirez for?
He's just not a really good player, is he?
He was a baller.
He's basically like a Fred. He's that sort of player, isn't he? Like, maybe one time he might come up with
Too
some
bad
good
it's
stuff.
Fred.
He might come up with some, have a good game one time, innit? But he's a dead player.
He's like a less skilled Pogba.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Don't compare him to Pogba, man.
Yeah,
Pogba's in the
he's
Lampard level, and you compare him to Ramirez.
He's not even on the Shayan level. He's not even on the Lampard level.
No, Ramirez ain't that good, man. Because if Ramirez is on the list, then Fred has to be on the list, then that's what I'm saying.
So why didn't you pick Fred?
He was 11th. It was between him and Frank Lampard for 10th.
So, this guy. On 10 points, we have Ilkay Gundogan. He was selected 9th by Jabba, 7th by Shaheem Shaquille. So do you think this guy deserves to be on the list?
He's a good player.
He's decent. He had a good season last season,
Good to see him.
but
That's why.
this time around he's not been like amazing. You know what I mean? Like Bernardo Silva's been better than him.
He's got a few prems. Could win another one this season.
Yeah, that's true.
And there's definitely better players.
Yeah, there's definitely better players, but he's still good.
Sure.
I think he's not even like a top 10 Premier League midfielder right now. So I don't know how we get into the top 10 list ever.
Who do you get into your team right now?
You don't even get to Man City's team right now, I was only get to our team. Our team's better than Man City's team.
Is United? Do you agree with that?
You know, a Chelsea fan.
Half.
Switches between them.
No, but Gundogan's just... He was good for that season and he scored a couple goals.
Yeah.
A couple penalties.
So there's 2 men on 12 points here. First one is Luka Modric. 10th by Jabba, Shaheem and Shayan. And Sean had him 9th. Adil had him 8th. Ziki had him 6th.
Premier League Modric, I don't know.
He was only 4 years in the Prem, and he was at Spurs.
Because if you're talking about like overall Modric, he's top 1, top 2 on the list.
Yeah.
But Tottenham Modric, I don't think he's up in the
There's
list.
a reason he went to Madrid.
Yeah.
Spurs were holding him back.
He's not going to win any trophies like this Spurs, is he? So I don't think he can be on that list.
He won't be on the list if you're a Spurs player in general.
Yeah. Unless you're Harry Kane.
Huh?
Unless you're
Oh,
Harry
yeah.
Kane.
Or Son. I reckon Son's probably top 10 best wingers ever in the Prem.
Maybe left winger, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe just say.
Left wingers, yeah, definitely.
Second player is Nicky Butt. Sean had him 8th. I had him 7th. Jab had him 6th.
Baller.
So only 3 man picked him out of 11.
Because he's one of the players I don't really get recognised, isn't it?
Played 411 Prem games.
Yeah, but he was always like, because he was in a team full of superstars, isn't it? And they overshadowed him.
He was still in class of 92.
Yeah. But he was a baller, innit? People don't recognise him. I can't lie, I've never seen him play in my life. But still.
But you still have to recognise what he's done. He's probably won like at least 5 Prems.
A Champions League. Like, what do you want, innit? He's probably more trophies than most people.
So what do you think of mans that put like Gundogan and that
He's just-
ahead of him?
They just don't know football, do they? If you put him Gundogan ahead of Nicky Butt, just
You might know Nicky Butt.
No.
No. That's probably why I didn't put him on the list. Like, if I seen him play and like, what
Yeah,
he
he
did,
is
I
a
probably
football
would put him
player.
on.
Probably retired in like 2005 or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
And Bruce Potter in like 919 minutes.
yeah. So just missing out on the list on 13 points. I don't even know how this guy got 1 point. Yeah, is Paul Pogba.
How the hell is he not on the actual list?
So 10th by
That's what I
Adil,
mean.
James had him 9th, you had him 7th, Sam had him 5th. 5th.
Yeah,
Paul Pogba.
I actually probably should have put him there. Okay. Pogba overall, maybe he's not. Like trophy wise, career wise, isn't it? He's not there. But as a player, he's a top 5 Premier League before that.
You can say that about so many man.
No, but I'm saying as a player, then, like quality, like ability wise.
Quite well, Shihan's got ability, he ain't win a Prem.
Okay, Steven Gerrard. I mean.
Yeah.
So why is he in the list?
But look what he's done in his
What's he
career.
doing? Win the Champions League.
Yeah.
That's it.
How's that? He's got like 11, 12
Phil
trophies.
Foden's in the Champions League. No, not Phil Foden. Kai Havertz.
Pogba's won the Community Shield.
Yeah,
Well done, man.
Europa League as well.
Oh wow, Europa League.
If Pogba had like, if he played 100% every game, he'd be up there. But like, sometimes when I watch him, he just looks like he can't be asked.
I don't think he's a United player.
He's United, but he's the right
I think he's a
manager.
Chelsea player.
No, he's not Chelsea.
I think he's a Kante.
No, he works well with
Yeah.
Kante. That's it.
Yeah.
No, doesn't make him
And
Chelsea.
Kante's in Chelsea.
Yeah, be good for France as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's
So
the
that means if Pogba came to Chelsea.
No, he wouldn't, man. His team's dead. He's someone at the back.
But 89 mil. You're telling me
He's worth every penny.
how?
What do you mean how?
He's had probably 5 standout games.
Nah.
For an 89 mil man,
He scored good
that's
goals.
not the
man.
one man.
He scored some good goals.
He
Bear in
scored
mind,
29 goals in his whole Prem career.
Wow.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Pogba's. Bear in mind, Rafinha was 17 mil. And Pogba was 89 mil.
Yeah, you're taking Pogba over Rafinha.
Really?
Yeah, obviously.
Mate, I'd take Rafinha playing on Sunday league.
Nah. Pogba is the best into the Premier League right now.
What about Calvin Phillips?
Never ever.
Calvin Phillips is a good holding midfielder.
Yeah,
He's
He's not better than McTominay.
that's the position you might
McTominay,
need.
he's better, way better
He's not
than
better than
McTominay.
McTominay.
Yeah.
Nah, he's not better than McTominay.
Father.
Nah, I'll take McTominay.
Serious?
Calvin Phillips.
Phillips is sick. Some of the time, he's proper old school holding mid.
McTominay's got that aggression. He's a square.
Yeah, he's a bit too aggressive.
Yeah.
But you're not in UFC, mate.
What?
So you really think McTominay is that sick?
Yeah. What? Can I not? That's my own players. You say Kante's sick, he's dead.
Kante's.
Kante's
No, Kante's just like he wins the
That
one.
Scott McTominay.
No, he's just a player that wins the one a lot. Ability wise, yeah, McTominay is better than Kante.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a better passer than Kante, he's a better shooter than Kante. He's not dribbling.
You know
like
if you
Kante.
watch Chelsea play, yeah, Kante
Kante's
pings balls about.
Kante's just the guy who runs around. That's it, man.
He pings the ball left and
99 stamina, 0 passing, 0 shooting. That's what he is. Man.
No, he scored some decent goals.
He said there's one goal where he like makes 3 plays.
Yeah,
Well, he's dead.
that was against Spurs as well.
Oh
Some
yeah.
beats at Fred, man.
Fred done one good skate. That's it.
That's a hard skill, innit?
I hold the man around me, got so gassed and happy. And then the next time he went to pass the ball to Ronaldo, and he let them run through on goal.
Also, he makes a mistake. Everyone makes mistakes. Innit?
Yeah, but they're not top players.
Oh yeah. No, Man United plays
Apart from
make
Gerrard.
mistakes.
You think Pogba ever made this list?
He is on the list. He should be on the list.
But do you think anyone other than United fans will put him on the list?
No, because they hate United, isn't it?
No, because there's United fans on the list.
They just they can't accept the fact that Pogba is world class.
But what's he doing to make him world class?
What do you mean? What's he done? He won the Euros, isn't
He's never won the Euros.
it? You know, and the World Cup, man.
That was 4 years ago.
Yeah, I still win it.
So what's he done in them 4 years? So getting onto the list, yeah, dead this Pogba done. Some toilet. On 17 points, 4 ahead of Pogba is Santi Cazorla. He was selected by 5 people: Roshaan 10th, Shoaib 9th, 8th by Shaquille, and Shaheem and Shion, both the Shazzy Smiths, put him 6th.
6th.
So what do you think of Santi Cazorla?
At Arsenal, he's decent. He's alright. I'm not got much to say about him because I never watched Arsenal, but there's no point.
But do you think there's a shout for him to be on this list?
6th.
Top.
Always 10th.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
He's in the Prem for 6 years, and he won 2 FA Cups and 2 Community Shields. Yeah, 25 goals and 35 assists in the Prem.
What can you say about
In how many
Community
years?
Shields, man?
6 years.
Everyone's got a community shield.
Yeah.
6 years.
Nah, but it's like, just how are you putting over Pogba? You can't do that.
Oh,
You're the
just talking about it.
But you're the same guy who says natural ability. Cazorla's got way more
Yeah,
natural
no.
ability than Pogba. 100%.
No. How?
100%.
What? Because he's good with his left foot.
He is
And his right
sick
foot.
with his left foot.
What?
And his right foot.
So Mason View was the best winger.
and he's a way better passer than the thing.
He's not a way better.
And his
No.
free kicks are disgusting.
He's not a better passer than Pogba.
His free kicks are disgusting. I'll show
Okay.
one right now.
So is Payet the best winger in the league because he's good at free kicks?
He was in the league for 18 months. That's different. Compared to someone who's there for 6 years.
No, but like even Wijnaldum was probably a better player than Santi Cazorla.
I don't know. I think Wijnaldum was in a better team. Because obviously, imagine being at Arsenal and you got Maroon Shamak in front of you.
No, but he had like Ozil as well.
Yeah. But Ozil started dying at Arsenal.
No, but he was good when Santi Cazorla was there.
Yeah, and that's why he got in better goals and assists.
Who got goals and assists? He got 25 goals, 32 assists. He's not getting anyone goals and assists. Man.
Oh yeah, but remember he got injured, like his legs started munching on himself. Something like that. Like
Oh, yeah.
6
And he had to get skill from.
Yeah,
He
from
had to get
his
muscle
arm.
from someone else and put on his leg.
Yeah, from his arm. He had the tattoo on his arm and half the tattoo was now on his leg.
That's mad.
Really?
Yeah, he couldn't play football, so.
That's actually nice.
So,
That's
ninth
nice.
place, 2 points ahead. Rashawn's boy and lookalike Jason Park. Selected by 7 man, yeah.
Footballer.
Shion 10, Shaquille 9, Shoaib, Osama Zikir 8, and Rashawn had him in 6th, of course.
Footballer.
So why did you put your United boy 6th place all time?
People, Jason Park's one of the most underrated players in the league. Ever.
What makes you say that?
Because this guy, yeah, he's done so much. He's won so many trophies. He's won so many games, and he literally like every midfield he goes into, like he controls the whole midfield.
4-time Premier League champion.
Yeah. What can you say then? He's that guy. Isn't
Yeah, but what made this guy good? Because when I watched him, run all that, I ain't gonna lie.
No, he's like similar to Kante, innit? Technically, he might not be the best in it, but he shows like he always has 99. Like he always like has so much passion, and he always pays for the shirt every single game. Puts everything into it, innit? He's one of them players.
So why do you send him to QPR?
Try down it. He had his time in it, he wouldn't see the trophies. That's it.
Did you man see him?
No.
No, I never watched him play, but like he was obviously in the team of superstars.
Yeah.
And you could say that they kind of carried him a bit to them trophies.
Maybe, yeah, to a trophy, but the thing is, he's not that player that runs around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, he always puts everything into everything, can
He's always there.
Yeah. That he'll run around the whole game, 9 minutes
Yeah.
straight running around.
Them players are never recognised by
Yeah.
the people that watch the football. It's always the goal scorers or the
That's what I'm saying, that's where he goes under the radar a little
Yeah.
bit, innit? But he's still, like, he's one of the big reasons why United were winning Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues.
So if you were to take him out, do you think they would have lost any of them trophies?
If you take him out, then there's a big hole in the midfield, isn't it? You got people that scores in that midfield who don't really run around, like, they're more like different types of players, isn't it? So you need players like that in your team. Like, every team has that type of player.
But back then, United played 4-4-2 in it, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Scholes and Carrick. Scholes and Carrick.
No, but sometimes Jason Pogba in there. Or we'll go Carrick with CDM.
So that's what I'm saying. If you take him out and you just have Scholes and Carrick and another backup, you tell me that makes a big difference.
No, because we have 4 midfielders in it, so they can play on the right, left. You can play anyone.
But then you had like Ronaldo and Nani in there on the way.
Yeah, we have another for no, not one.
He played with Ronaldo for 4 years. He was there for 7.
Yeah. So we had that team in it, we had that Man City have now in it, we have that bench, you could carry on rotating the whole game.
So 22 points, veteran James Milner. 6 man put him
The
in.
leagues, man.
Zakir 9, James and Sheem 8th, Arda 7th, and then me and Roshaan had him 6th. So
That's your Leeds boy.
born in Leeds.
Leeds boy.
So you know, we gotta put him in there somewhere. I think like his longevity and his ability to play for like multiple teams
Yeah.
over that amount of time is like, and the amount of trophies that he's won, obviously with Liverpool and what was it, Man City? Yeah. Just, like, he's just a good player, and he's like a bit like Jason Park. He's a bit underrated. You know, he flies under the radar because people just recognise the team around him instead of him.
He's got 583 appearances in the Prem, 55 goals and 86 assists. I didn't think he would have that much.
That's a good record.
I think
Better than Jason Park.
he's like 40 or 50 away from first
For what?
appearances, I think.
I swear Gareth Barry's first.
Yeah. He's a 3-time champion. Could win a 4th this year. Could.
It could, yeah.
By the time this video comes out, it's gonna be a lot closer, or a lot more decided.
Yeah.
Man, like James Milner. 3 points ahead, 25. It's my boy, Michael Ballack. I didn't even pick him. 10 by Amaan Zakir, Shion Shuaib 7, Ardo, James, Shaquille had him 6. So why do you put Ballack in 6th place?
Can't lie. Because he's an icon of FIFA. I never really watched him play.
He's only in the Prem for 4 years, that's why I
It wasn't that guy, man.
He was that
No,
guy.
he was not that guy, man.
He was a big
He wasn't a
baller.
baller.
He was a baller.
You're telling me he's a baller?
Yeah.
He's top 10 Premier League midfielders.
No, I didn't put him in.
But yeah, because you know he shouldn't be on that list.
No, I didn't put him because he was only in the Prem for 4 years.
Because you know he shouldn't be on that list.
No, man.
Yeah.
Did he win many trophies?
Yeah, he's got Prem, he's got 4 Bundesligas. He won a Bundesliga.
Bundesliga, we do Premier League.
He won a Bundesliga. Huh? No, I'm saying he won a Bundesliga with a team called like Heiseken.
Okay.
Some random team. We were like in the 4th league in Germany right now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got Prem.
What's that to do with this conversation about Premier League midfielders?
No, he's got Prem.
Or one Prem.
He's got 3 FA Cups and the League Cup.
Okay, West Morgan
In
has
4
Premier
years.
League. Does that he's the best Premier League since?
No, in 4 years.
Yeah, we got one Premier League in 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? And those are 3 Man U. That's when Man U.
What Jason Park won 4 in 4 years, or?
You know, he won 4 in 7 years.
Yeah.
So he didn't win 4 in 4 years.
Same thing.
You know, 1 year he lost the Champions League final, the Bundesliga, like by 1 point, and then he lost the World Cup final.
She's dead, man.
Honestly, that's so cute. I swear that the Champions League one where Drogba's like, said it, the referee was like,
Oh yeah. They scam
Yeah,
chance.
scam.
Like 3-4 Ben.
He deserves it.
That's sick.
Roshaan, when is your team winning a trophy next? Please tell me.
Next season, World Champions League, Premier League, quadruple, everything next season.
You know in the last episode you said, man, you were gonna win. Well, it won't be last when this comes out, but when we're recording. The last episode, you said, man, you're gonna win Champions League. The next day, they got knocked out of the Champions League.
Okay, that was a mistake on my part. But next year, like, we're going for it next year.
There's more chance of Luton Town winning the quadruple, and they're not even in the Premier League.
Nah, I'm telling you, next season, watch. When we get Mbappe, then we'll see.
You're gonna start an Mbappe to Man U.
It's not happening. Man.
Him and Ronaldo up top.
Ronaldo's leaving. He's not playing
he's
Europa
staying.
League.
He said he wants to stay.
In Europa League?
Yeah, why not?
He
What
lost
Europa
it.
League
He
again?
has never been in
I
Europa
don't know the truth to his cabinet.
He will never step foot in that competition ever in his whole life. Like, you know, if Man U in the Champions League and they dropped to Europa League, he would have left that January.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
He wouldn't.
In 6th place, another Chelsea boy and another Michael. My boy, Michael Essien.
This guy's the most overrated guy, yeah.
So, he was on 32 points, yeah? Everyone picked him apart from Ardil.
Did I pick him?
Yeah. So, 10th by Shaquille,
Picking this guy?
Roshaan, Shaheem, Shuaib 9th. I picked him 8th. Jabba, Shayan, Shuaib, Zakir had him 7th. And James had him 5th, the highest.
Yeah, obviously. My boy Essien. He's a bit like Phillips, you know, like holding the field. Very solid player. Part of that Chelsea team. And, you know, at that time of like Man United dominance, he brought Chelsea up with the rest of the team. I think he might be a bit overrated. Like people talk about him a lot, but I still think he's up there in terms of like what he did for the team.
You Chelsea hater.
I'm not
What are you
Chelsea
gonna say
hater.
about Michael Essien?
I'm not trusting you, I just think that whole team is overrated. Because what, Man United smoked him in the Champions League final, and then next year.
It's smoked.
Yeah.
You won because our captain slipped the toilet. That's it.
Ronaldo is 20 years after. No, but your team, it's just not really a good team, is it? You ain't got really that many good players in that team. John Terry was
What, in that
okay.
Chelsea team?
Yeah.
Ashley Cole,
Actually, Cole's
Pogba.
good, yeah. John Terry, I know that.
John Terry. John Terry's probably one of the best centre backs in the Premier League. Alright.
But it's just about pushing top five. Frank Lampard's same with him. He's overrated.
Pear check.
Pen merchant.
Petr, yeah.
What's Pear check? The hair's better than Pear check.
No
That's why it
chance.
is.
Ivanovic.
I forgot about Ivanovic.
1%.
So he plays for West Brom now.
He might do. I know he played there last season.
Yeah.
He might left him.
Yeah.
Ivanovic is good, he's just.
So my
He's
boy,
Russian doing it.
my boy Essien was there for 9 years in the Prem. He's got 2 Prems, Champions League as well.
9 years, you got 2 Premier Leagues. That's such.
What he's saying it like that.
That's bad side. If he was Man United player, he would have 9 Premier Leagues. That's what I'm saying.
He walks into any United team in history.
Yeah, he does. I reckon he does.
Over working. Scores.
I'm not just saying over one man. If you have a midfield
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
he gets into
Of
any
working
midfield
scores.
And
Nicky
yeah.
Butt.
Yeah, I'll put him with Nicky Butt.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Man. Because we play 2 midfielders anyway, so scores and working.
Yeah,
He gets in the
middle.
middle. I know you won't take him for working. You're not taking Essien.
No, I probably wouldn't take him over Roy.
You know I would.
No, you wouldn't, man.
You know I think Roy Keane is the most overrated footballer ever.
Why?
He's some dead ball or what? Because he shouts and gets angry. He's sick.
Yeah, but he has a big presence on the field.
Yeah, that's a big part of football, man.
Like, he's a big leader.
What's the chance coming? Because they are Aspilicueta as a captain. They can't relate to that. And who's your captain?
Like Maguire now.
Yeah.
He is not a leader.
I know.
I think Roy Keane's quite confident.
Yeah.
He gives the team a lot of a boost because he's
Yeah.
he's just there.
Mm. If you do something wrong, he's on your case.
He's trash, I mean,
You have seen the dressing room half time.
No.
Alright, top 5, yeah? So from now on, everyone was selected by everyone. 5th place, almost double, 32 points, Cesc Fabregas. James had him 10, Osama 7, me, Ardo, Jabba, Roshaan, Shaheem, Shuaib 5th, Shaquille, Shian, Zakir had him 4th. So, how come you put him so low? You put him the lowest.
I don't know. I kind of forgot about him. Like at Arsenal, he was good, but at Chelsea, he's like it's kind of mid.
At Chelsea's where he win his Prems.
Really?
Yeah. 2
Oh.
Prems.
Yeah, but that's because you're not going to win at Arsenal. You have to win that
Huh?
Chelsea.
He was at Arsenal 2003.
Yeah, but
Arsenal invincible 2004.
yeah.
So how?
Well, how old is he when he was at Arsenal?
Yeah, 16. That's why.
Exactly.
That's why.
16-year-old.
No, that's why he don't come for the invincible title, innit? But
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He played in their Champions League final.
No, I'm saying he wasn't balling out when he was Arsenal years, innit? Like at the start.
No, but I'm saying you said you ain't gonna win trophies at Arsenal, but when he was at Arsenal, he could have. Like he lost the Champions League final.
In his prime. Like if you like when you're in your prime years, you're gonna go to Arsenal for trophies. But in
His prime
years,
was at Barca.
I'm saying in his prime years, if he went to Arsenal, he would have won trophies.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
but he went to Chelsea and he won 2 Champions, 2 Prems, Europa League, I think.
Just to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But
Obviously,
he's
against
a-
United, he would have won.
50 goals and 111 assists. He's second all time in the Premier assists. Behind Ryan Giggs, he played 1900 games.
No, if Fabregas played in the Prem longer, he would definitely be first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the best passers in the Premier ever.
Yeah, second.
To who?
Scores. Yeah. But nah, Fabregas is a boy. I ain't got no hatred for him. He ain't like the other transfer.
First time.
No, because he's actually a good guy that I respect him. He's a good player. He actually has ability in it.
Yeah, that's my boy.
But the other player like Essien, you know, I can't respect them in it because they're not control players.
You've seen Fabregas, innit?
I've only seen some of it, like obviously, but I'm 13, so I'm not gonna see. I'm not gonna see everything. I've seen like videos of him, but I haven't watched him.
Monaco Fabregas.
Fabregas.
I say no, he's like 36.
Bench warmer.
He just got knocked out like conference.
Yeah,
games
I know.
and
Who was
just
that
a big
to
team. He's like Braga, I think.
Oh yeah, where's it?
In 4th place. Sure, man. In 4th place, 10 points ahead. And 72 points is Yaya Toure. So James put him 7. Shaquille Shian Zakir 5th. Adil, me, Jabba, Shaheem, Shoaib and Osama 4th. Sean had him 3rd.
One person had him third.
So why do you rate Yaya Toure the highest?
Okay, Yaya Toure, yeah. He was a player. That guy was so good at football. And he's better than Frank Lampard, yeah. That's what I gotta say.
62 goals and 32 assists.
Because people think there's a big gap between that top 3 and the rest of the Premier, but I think Yaya Toure's in that.
But
Just
then
'cause he ain't English.
But you have James is playing 7th.
That's mad.
I mean, like, there are players. There's players better than maybe I was a bit harsh, but like, he was in the Man City squad when they started to come up.
Mm.
You know, like with like Robinho and Aguero, Company. You know that team
Yeah, he was
that
part of that
brought
squad,
them
yeah.
up. Like he was part of that team solidly, and I'd probably rate him a bit harshly.
So you put the 3 Chelsea players ahead of him: Ramirez, Essien, and Ballack.
I like Chelsea.
It's a half-time Chelsea fan, isn't it?
No,
Huh?
he knows
It's a half
football.
Chelsea fan and a half Leeds.
Kind of, yeah, I guess. I don't mind Chelsea. I hate Man United.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we have 3 Man United haters on the podcast, isn't it? So I have to gas them.
But what team do you support?
Leeds.
Oh, Leeds is that? You hate United that?
Yeah.
Exactly, 3 Man United haters.
United are the bane of my existence.
Yeah, 3 people. He put scores last, he put scores last, he put scores last. This is pretty
So-
cool, man.
Now on to the top 3, which everyone had as their top 3 apart from this piece.
Can't really.
Only 3 points separate first and third, yeah. So on 97 points is Paul scored.
So stupid.
So Adil, me, James, Shaheem, Shaquille, and Shian had him 3rd. Jabba 2nd. Then Roshaan, Shoaib, Osama, Zakir had him 1st. So 4 man picked him 1. 1 person put him 2nd, and 6 man put him 3rd.
Okay, there are 6 people that were Chelsea and Liverpool fans.
Liverpool, Chelsea, Leeds, Liverpool, Chelsea.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you look at who. Okay, and United fan put him 2nd, and then 1st was United, Liverpool, United.
Okay. Scholes being third.
So
yeah,
all the United boosted him, and everyone who's not United downed him.
Okay, Scholes being third is man. If he was second to Gerrard, I still wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't mind as much. I'm just angry at the fact that Lampard's ahead of him. That's what's annoyed me.
So he's got 107 goals and 55 assists in 409. Why did he play 409? Why didn't he just get 500, man?
You get 120, wants to stand out and be unique.
He's got 11 prems.
So
So what do you? How can you put Paul Scholes third?
Because Lampard and Gerrard are just better than him. Simple. Simple as that.
It's facts, Roshaan.
it's not a fact. Gerrard, okay, I don't mind. You could have this debate then with Tim and Gerrard, but Lampard's not in that conversation. What is Lampard good at apart from scoring penalties?
Long range shots,
No,
passing.
But Scholes does that.
So what's Paul
better?
Scholes? What? He's got 14 trophies and 5 of them are community shields.
Yeah. A trophy's a trophy, innit?
Only United fans will say that.
A trophy's a
About
trophy.
community shields.
Why he won trophies? He's not to win trophies, he meant to lose the final.
So the thing Paul Scholes is best at is that he can hit a tree from 30 yards.
Yeah.
What can he do on the pitch?
What do you mean what can he do on the pitch? He was a magician on the pitch.
The magician that retired when you were 7 years old.
Yeah. I used to watch all his games. Every
You
day.
didn't, man.
I did, man. I was there live, watching it. Yeah, it was mesmerising, watching him play.
You're telling me if you weren't a United fan, you would have played him first?
Huh?
If you weren't a United fan, you would have played him first?
It would be a to become a Gerrard, honestly. I can't put Lampard in that top 3. He's not in the conversation. I don't know why people, because he scores goals. Okay. It's not hard to score goals when you're on the penalty taker and he's scoring 50 penalties a season.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Jorginho now. And he was in the running for the Ballon d'Or last year.
That's what the people, like Frank Lampard then is like Jorginho now.
Don't.
It is. That's what it's like.
Jorginho,
That's what it's like. Because Jorginho, what, he scores goals, he wins trophies. He's not a good player like that.
He's a good player.
No, he's not.
He
Jorginho's
dictates
dead.
the play.
No, he's not, man.
That's what he does. He
He
dictates the
doesn't
play
say
of the game.
anything, man.
Of all 22 players, he's the one who dictates the play.
No, he
Every
doesn't,
single
bro. He
game.
doesn't say
Apart from
anything,
if you
man.
play like Bayern or something.
No, he doesn't, man. Why is he
He does,
dictating?
man. I watch the games.
Jorginho is a dead player. But he's now what Lampard was when Chelsea was. But Lampard more played as a cam. That's why I don't really understand why he's on the list today. Because he's more of a cam than a centre mid. He's more of a cam.
Chelsea played him centre mid. Sometimes he played cam and
No, majority of history, I'm pretty
No.
sure he was a cam.
He played centre mid.
I'm pretty sure majority.
Chelsea played Makelele holding, and then it was
Pretty
him
much.
and like Essien or Ballack.
I'm pretty sure he played like at least 100 games in cam. And he just scored at least 100 goals there.
Even more tricky because I think you're gonna lie.
Why would I lie, man? Lampard. Watch.
See, this is how much you're obsessed. We're talking about Scholes, yeah, and you're going on to Lampard.
Oh yeah, forgot
Chelsea,
to us, but let's discuss Scholes for a bit. Scholes, yeah, he was such a baller. Dude, he could, even all the like legends say, like Xavi, Iniesta, Zidane, they all said he's the best midfielder of our generation. All of them said it. Like you said,
not including
I'm gonna sit here and listen to two Leeds fans and Chelsea fan tell me he's dead when I got Xavi, Iniesta, and Xavi. No, Zidane saying he's the best. Who am I gonna listen to? You used to hear them two.
Because it's a nice thing to say. If someone that
Okay,
scores like
okay,
being an idiot, you'd be like,
No.
oh yeah, mate.
No,
it's
but
fine.
they could have said it about Scholes. They could have Scholes, Gerrard, or Lampard. They said it about Scholes because he is. He's the best midfielder of the generation. He's better than Xavi and Iniesta.
Alright, dead this Scholes.
They just said it to be
He's an
honest.
annoying guy.
No, he didn't, man.
They did.
So 2 points ahead of Scholes with 99 is one of 2 people on this list without a Premier League medal. Steven Gerrard. So Jabba Shuaib Osama third, me, James Roshaan, Shion Zakir second, Ardal Sheem and Shaquille picked him first. So the 3 people who picked him first were the 3 Liverpool fans.
Yeah, no, Gerrard, I understand it. Gerrard was actually a baller.
I know he was a baller.
The way he was in such a dead team.
Innit?
The team was dry, and he carried them so much. He was the only reason they were even like competing for stuff. You just
And the Champions League,
Yeah,
the final.
it was just
slip.
Yeah.
Oh, the slip.
Oh,
when
she's
they
sitting
almost
behind
win the
it.
league
yeah.
with that team.
No, I'm pretty sure even if you didn't slip,
They could have won.
They would have won it.
No, they could have won.
No, I'm pretty sure they were already like 2-1 down. No, they were like 2-0 down.
No, there was a game after they played Palace, and if they won that game, they would have won. But they were
I'm pretty sure they were
3-0.
already losing that game, but he slipped.
No, that made it won it.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought they were already
Then
losing.
they played the game after, yeah, and I think it was Liverpool were ahead by 1 point. They were winning 3-0 at half time against Palace, and they drew 3-3.
Oh yeah, so even if
And then City won the lead by 1 point.
Yeah, so even if he didn't slip,
I
it
think-
came down to the last game.
Yeah.
So you can't really say that was his fault.
But if he didn't slip, you never know, then the game could have gone different. My boy Demba Ba, one of the most underrated strikers.
No, but Gerrard is like, he's a baller. Like, he's actually like the whole thing in one.
He's got 120 goals and 92 assists.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick. You seen Gerrard, yeah?
Yeah. I've seen Gerrard. I think he's a good well-rounded player, but I think the team might have dragged him down a bit at Liverpool and stuff like that. I think he could have done a bit more if he was on a better team. But yeah, I think good second place is good for him because there's people.
I think in 2006 or 7, Mourinho tried to sign him. How do you think his career would have been if he came to Chelsea and played under Mourinho with Lampard?
That team would have won.
I think
He would get into any team nowadays.
Yeah, he did. I think he'd done a lot better with Chelsea.
Imagine him in Liverpool now.
Liverpool, I mean.
Imagine
Well,
the
then
upgrade
they-
from Naby Keita to Steven Gerrard. That's such a
Who do they have now?
Naby
Naby
Keita.
Keita, Milner,
Thiago.
Chamberlain.
Chamberlain.
Jordan Henderson. Nah, but Gerrard's a baller, yeah.
Jordan Henderson is like the reincarnation of Gerrard. Like the leadership aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
Henderson.
But
just reminds me of him.
Henderson won his team at Premier League.
He enjoys head and shoulders.
But Henry didn't win it. He was just captain when they won it.
You can't say that.
Huh?
You still win it for them, innit? He was a big part of that team.
Salah and Van Dijk and Alisson and Trent.
Okay, but Steven Gerrard had Suarez. Yeah, Carragher.
Don't
Yeah.
take Carragher like he's
De
a white
Bruyne.
baller.
Pepperina.
Clavan.
He had all these players. He could have won it. Yeah, Suarez and Sturridge that season when he scored bare goals.
And Coutinho.
And Coutinho.
Yeah.
They had Coutinho and Suarez.
They should have won it that year, but obviously.
Coutinho was probably the best form of his life. Suarez, obviously Suarez, and
So it's like best year ever.
Suarez scored so many goals that season, and they came second.
Bro, he literally scored a header almost as all him.
Oh no, I remember he scored so many sick goals.
I think he had 31 that year.
Yeah.
So in first place, Roshaan knows this is the real one, yeah. 3 points ahead of scores, 1 ahead of Gerrard. On 100 out of 110. Frank Lampard. So, Roshaan had him 4th because he's a hater. Zakir 3rd. Adil, Shaheem, Shaquille, Shuaib, Osama 2nd. Me, Jabba, James, Shayan had him 1. So only 1 man had him 4th this year, 1 man had him 3rd. So out of 11 man, 9 had him top 2.
And me as a kid, the only ones who
Yeah,
know football.
the 2 United fans.
We're the only ones who know football.
The only 2 United fans.
We're the only ones who know football. Because everyone who watches football, everyone who knows football, if you had to pick one of them in your team, you're not picking Lampard. You're picking Scholes or Gerrard. Why are you going to pick Lampard for? Well, he doesn't bring anything to the team.
Apart from 177 goals and 102
And
assists.
79 penalties? 78 penalties?
What's it, 79 pens? What are you adding? It was
It's
like
still
20
goals.
pens.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't say he's the best goal scorer midfielder, but he scored penalties. Like, you can't say that, man. That's what I'm saying.
Why can't you do that?
Because he's not.
Okay, you said he was a cam, yeah?
Yeah,
He played 186 games in cam.
exactly.
And he played 294 in centre.
Yeah. I
He played 4 in
remember,
CDM.
remember, yeah, them CDM sentiment games, majority of them probably drawn the end of his career. Breaking it down.
No, they're in
His prime years were in camp. That's where he scored all his goals. It was. You know I'm not lying. His prime years he was at the camp, and then towards the end of his career when he got a bit older, he moved down to centre mid.
He still played over 100 games more in centre mid.
Because they were all after 30.
So he played 300 Prem games after 30.
How
When he retired at 34 years old.
Yeah. I'm saying majority of them after 30. Obviously he probably played some games during his younger years.
I think he moved to centre mid at like 24 years old.
Not 24 years old.
I think he was.
No, it wasn't. It was when Chelsea got in that Champions League, Premier League, when they were actually doing good
He's the
stuff.
only person in this list to win Premier League Player of the Season.
It was like, yeah, he scored like 20 goals. Yeah.
So what do you put him first?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, uncontested, best Premier League signing ever.
Best at what then?
Best on that list at least.
No, but best at what?
Huh?
What best at what? Ability, what was he the best at?
What long shots?
Long
He could hit a bullseye from like 100 yards away.
That's scores. No.
Scores really.
No scores.
No,
No, see, if you talk about career, scores have a better career.
Yeah,
Trophies,
yeah, of
scores
course.
is a better trophies. Yeah. Passing is a better passer, scores. Shooter, he's a better shooter, scores.
No, I would say he's a better
Defensively, scores is
passer.
better.
I wouldn't say he's a better shooter. I'd say Lampard's probably one of the best shooting centres.
Yeah, maybe I'll give it
Yeah.
a shooting. But that's because he was more of a cam. So you have to take that into account. Innit?
Yeah, I guess so.
Scores was more of a like a.
But they're completely different types of players. Scholes and Lampard.
So what do you think of him?
I do think Lampard is like a very good player, but as like there's Scholes is doing a lot of stuff, and Lampard's doing a lot of stuff. I think Lampard outweighs Scholes' skills, so I think that's why Lampard should be first.
No, but all I'm saying is, when you talk about comparing people, you have to take their career into account. And Scholes had twice their career of Lampard.
Because he was in a sick team.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter.
Remember, Lampard came from West Ham.
Yeah.
And what? Okay.
So he went built into a sick team. Like when Scholes started for United, they already had a sick team with Palestine, Bruce, and Andy Cole and them. Lampard came into the Chelsea team and it was Dennis Wise and Vialli and them and there.
Okay.
They weren't a good team. He made them a good team with Terry and Drogba.
Doesn't change the fact that Scholes had a better career than him.
No, he didn't have a better career. He had better trophies than
He didn't have a better career than Scholes.
It depends. Would you rather grind and take a team from there to the top, or just go into a team that's sick and carry on winning?
That's what he did, isn't it? That's what Messi did. That's what Ronaldo did.
When Messi started with Barca, they won the Europa League.
No,
He led them to 4 Champions League.
when he was 17 years old.
Yeah.
He did, when he was 17
He
years
did.
old. We came in when it was Ronaldinho and that was there. That's when he started balling.
That's when Barca won the decline.
When Ronaldinho was there.
Yeah.
When was that? Like 2000?
Like 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then Real Madrid went to Ronaldo went to Real Madrid when they were sick.
They were down as well.
Yeah, and then
They hadn't won the league for like 10 years.
Okay.
All Champions
They
League.
were so collectibles.
Okay.
I'm
So
saying you can't say that. You can't use that
overall,
now.
what do you think of the list?
I think it's good. I think like Nicky, but I mean I've never watched him personally, and neither has Tom. So like, I probably wouldn't put him on that list.
Yeah, I think there's some that you can disagree with, but I
Yeah.
think it's a good list.
Yeah.
It was all good until the end.
Maybe there's some players that you could add in there as well.
Pogba.
Not Pogba.
Not
You
going
just
back
want
to
to
this
fully
now.
United.
Anyone but Pogba.
I could make a top 10 for all you Man United players and they'll be better than this list. Than them.
Okay, go on.
Huh?
Go on.
But Fred, McTominay, Matic, Jesse Lingard, Mata.
Mata.
And that note, yeah, I'm gonna end the podcast there, yeah. How did you not find it?
It was
Yeah,
good, man.
it was good.
What do you
Keep
think
that
of
as
his opinions?
I think
His
some-
opinions. I don't know what he said.
I think some of them were a bit.
That's no point.
So I forgot to say liking and stuff. I was saying no, yeah. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell thing to be notified. Check Spotify for the audio. Check Monday episodes for the main ones. And yeah, we're out. Peace. Yeah.